Welcome to this game of Mechabellum. I'm fighting Indigo and my options. Quick supply, Fire Badger, Marksman and Cost Control. And usually I would pick Marksman, it's a really good one with arc lights and sledges. But I want to play Crabs. And Cost Control looked really good for Crabs. Especially since I can use the extra money. Crabs excel when you get a lot of them with attacks I'm currently using. And Cost Control would be great for that. My opponent goes for Typhoon Specialist with Spiders and Marksman. And since I already have Crawlers, I don't want to advance on the Fire Cannon. So I will defend on my side here on the wall. More or less a defense. And I will grab Crabs, because they will be my DPS. So 2 Crabs. And in the end my opponent ended up going on the same side, so we are going against each other. You'll see me putting 3 waves of chaff. Let's go first, and then this one will arrive later. Problem here is my opponent also went for Crabs. I have no chaff to kill. And even if the Crabs have a good DPS, you see they are killing the spiders. But my opponent also have a lot of DPS. And one of the spiders survived with almost no HP. And the other spent all the time killing one spider. So it didn't go as well as expected, especially because I'm cost control, so my units are weaker. So that is taken into account. If it was normal units, maybe I would have won this fight with 11% more HP and damage. But that was not the case. It's the advantage of cost control, but at least I have more money. And you can see I grabbed intensity training, so I can give my units levels, and I'm grabbing more of them. So more Crabs. And I think I'm going instantly for range advancement, even if I am weak against air. I unlocked the Fang, and I was thinking, do I grab Fangs to defend against an air, some kind of air, or just stack the Crabs? I take the Crabs, because this is a Crab fight. My opponent ended up not going for air, but he does go for a sneak attack on my other tower, which I put no defense. But look at this time with more Crabs, and even one leveled Crab. The spiders are already down, only his Crabs and Marksmen are still alive, and I still have some chaff on this side at least. So even with the 9 seconds of the buff, tower helping a lot, killing the crawlers here, and I will be able to win. So even with the tower debuff during the fight, my army still won. Power of Crabs, and Crabs getting levels. This one that was close last round now got a level. Here we have 3 good options actually: Mustang, Sledge and Fang. I will go for Fang, the most deployments, because I will use them as my anti-air, at least for now. And it leaves more deployments for me to grab more Crabs. Since my intention is to go heavy on Crabs and then go for techs like grid integration and electromagnetic twin. So 2 more crabs and 1 crawler. My opponent's also getting more crabs and attacking the crabs, so this is turning into a crab war. Cost control crabs versus normal crabs. I also put 1 on this side. And together with the fangs, they should be able to deal with this crawler. Maybe it's kind of a waste to use a crab here, but the other option would be to put crawlers, but my crawlers lose to his crawlers because I'm cost control. You will see that he's putting a missile here, so this fang I just put in front was very good. I also put a missile here, trying to hit his and hit the fangs too. So we both protected our front lines with fangs. But it's the lock of the spider. So 1 spider is already down. The other is soon going to join. And I still have a lot of units in front. He does not. So his crabs are dying. And the power of the crab stacking. Here, Wasp Swarm looked like the best one. It would be just Wasp Swarm or skip. Have my intensive training back again. See me throwing the wasps here. My opponent is getting his extra money, so Typhoon. So he's getting 300 now, which means round 4 he's only 100 below me in money. And my units are weaker than his. But I will keep getting 100 more for the next rounds. He's throwing his wasps here in the middle. You'll see him using a missile here, which I am kind of vulnerable. He used 2 fangs in front, I used only 1. So the side is vulnerable to a missile, which can be devastating hitting here. Even if it can't kill the crabs, it can kill the 5 badgers and can do a lot of damage to the crabs. And you can see I will not protect, so this will be a devastating missile. I grabbed 1 Farseer here with Cunning Radar. Increase the range of my crabs and give me some reliable anti-air, because fangs are not the best anti-air. Unfortunately, the wasps beat my fangs here and grabbed the tower debuff, so yeah, heavy loss for me. The missile plus the tower debuff, just too much. This time my opponent completely destroyed my army. There's a few fangs behind the tower here. So suddenly I'm losing. And here we get few units, and none of those look really good for me. I will go for Phoenix, sell 1, and try to go for a sneak attack on his tower. You see me putting the Phoenix here. Getting my second attack on the crabs, so that's a magnetic twin. This will give me more crabs, which will help with shaft clear, which is one of my problems since I only have those 2 5 badgers and they are not great. No tax. He at least puts tech on his tarantulas. But I tend to shaft clear with high amount of vortex. If you have crab, if you get enough crabs, they can be shaft clear. You can see the opponent going for his Phoenix here. I did put some fangs in front, but the opponent just shooted side. He's throwing the missile here now. And it will be very effective on this side too. Here I put a missile, so if he put something in front, it wouldn't stop my phoenixes. And it will kinda work. It will destroy his phoenixes and my phoenix will be unimpeded. Actually, forget what I said, that was my missile. You can see the phoenix going, even shooting the crab. And now targeting the tower. But they are level 1 phoenix with cost control, so they will take some time to kill a level 2 tower. And I am already winning the fight here. Didn't even need the tower. You can see the army of crabs, and they are not even linked yet. And that's a lot of damage. I am suddenly ahead again. And here we go with a nuke. Round 6. And the nuke here with both our stacked armies, it's just too much to pass. You can see that the opponent already linked his crabs. Now I am linking too. So I am 1 tech ahead. Also grabbing a second Farseer to give scanning radar to this side for the extra range. I sold the Phoenix here, but that he would even do something to stop my Phoenix on this side. And I left a missile just in case he didn't sell his Phoenix, which he didn't. He sold the only one that was here. He also went for a nuke here, and we are both shielding. But he went for something that I should have used and didn't, which is range. Enhanced range. I don't have enhanced range, so even if I am using the Farseers for 10 extra, he will have 5 more than me, because this gives 15. If I had used the 2, I would have 10 more than him. And you can see my shield is getting low and goes down right before the explosion, so it killed a lot of units on this side. And with the fire, there is still this side left, but it's level 1 vortex with 1 pack of tanks, and the opponent even has more range than me, so no chance for them. So defeat, but I'm still ahead on HP, and it was mostly the nuke that made me lose, and the enhanced range for the opponent. Here, electromagnetic impact, it's the best one. I will throw it on his units, and I will protect myself with photon emission, which will not only protect me against electromag, but will also make my units tougher, with 30% damage reduction. And you can see me grabbing more crabs. And you can see that my link is not actually completed. Although I think it gets completed when the twins appears and some gets closer here and it completes the link. At least on this side, they are a bit closer than here. And I will only notice it later. And then I think in the next round I will solve this problem. He's throwing the electromag here, I'm throwing the electromag on the inside too. It won't hit a lot of units, but it will take a lot of HP out of his shields. And his will do basically nothing because of my Farseers. So another bonus of having Farseers. The opponent went for 2 missiles. You see, one shield is already down. And yeah, they are not linking. Neither here nor here. But even without the link, they are doing very well. Now they link it here. And suddenly, I have a full link right at the end. So even without a full link of crabs, I'm still doing very well. And here we get quite a few 3 units deployments. And look at those against my opponent. The Wasps look at the best. The Sledgehammers will get obliterated by crabs. But my opponent doesn't have anything that can do well with it. Only one blade bang here. And the marksmen are very bad at dealing with Wasps. I even put shields on them and put them in front. So they will protect me against missiles too. And I think I will finally sell this Fire Badger and put a crab in here. Before the nerf, this was 45 meters grid integration. Now it's 25, so they need to be really close for the link to work. It could be done with the Fire Badgers in between, but they would need to be both close together. But at least here it's solved. Only here it's not linking yet. My opponent went for Phantom Rays here, level 2 Phantom Rays with thick oil bomb. But my Farseers can kill those Phantoms quite easily. The Wasps are working as distraction. And my army has more range. Because I didn't grab the extra range I should have. But I won even without it. And my crab army is just too strong. And if you like crab armies, you could subscribe. But looking at the battlefield, we both went for crabs. He actually went for 4 tech crabs. So, electromagnetic interference. Which is a strange choice when I am using photon emission. Oh, he went for tech, although photon emission has a timer. You can see it's 20 seconds. But I think I killed his crabs before just 20 seconds. Especially since I think I missile his starting chaff units. And went straight for his army. And as you saw, selling the Fire Badger didn't actually work it against me. I could have started selling them sooner and still getting crabs in place so I could complete my link. But that's it for this game. Hope you enjoyed this crab war. And I will see you on the next one. Don't forget your like and comment.